Blame Justin.
Justin!
Hello there, and welcome back to Edge of Despair, where we get Tabletop Simulator set up late every week.
My goodness.
But yeah, so sorry for the late start, but we are back. I am in a new apartment, or not apartment, I'm in a house. I'm in the basement of a house.
Roaches.
No roaches, but a lot more echo right now because I don't have anything set up for audio to not suck. And my desk is in like the middle of the room, so I'll do a video showing what it looks like when it.
I'm just imagining a blank, sterile, concrete space with, like 10, 15 feet between him and the walls.
It's just one spotlight in the middle.
Yeah. He's in the basement too, so it has that little prison window.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Much like our characters Tomnol, Iceman, and Scarlet were at the end of the last session before two of the three of us escaped from our rooms because we're in an orbital facility. We're in an orbital prison facility while Pad, Zilla, and Bubbles are trying to find a way to come rescue us along with their new friends. They're with Vuzthar and Waldern all right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, there's your recap, and Kalo, what's happening in the world of despair?
I need you guys to roll your
Destiny.
Dark side. Sorry, Destiny. Sorry, I was Slurward has me stressed by proxy.
Blame. Just put a little hashtag blame Slevard because I caused us to be late.
I got one light.
Also one light.
Someone got a 90. I got one light.
Can I get a read back from Slev?
Rolling now. And one dark.
Way to go, Slev.
Okay. Dark. Okay.
That's what I'm here for. There it is. I'm not the worst.
Your dice
Not
made
the
that
worst.
happen.
Hold on. Inertial, what'd you get?
One light.
And then Karia?
I got light.
2 light? Oh, wow. And Frog Biggle?
One light.
Wow, what the fuck? Okay, Corey?
One light.
What? Scarecrow?
Too dark.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Don't act surprised when in the past we've had a bunch of darks.
Hashtag blame Slev.
possible
Last
to get a bunch of lights.
Slevard, you're off the hook.
Okay.
It's Tanner's fault.
so Obligation got rolled. And the best part, Inertial. You're the one that's currently having it triggered.
So Bubbles is just really depressed that all his guns got taken away. Is how I'm reading this.
Yes.
A moment of silence for Bubbles' guns, apparently. So,
I think it's probably best to start with our good friends on the ground, Waldern, Zilla, and the massive slew of NPCs that now at their disposal.
you mean Pad, Zilla, Bubbles, and the massive amount of NPCs?
And Bubble. I mean,
Because Waldern's not a PC anymore. Waldern hasn't been a PC for like a year.
Name's Pad. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's a Mac now.
Well, since we're starting with us, Bubbles, I don't know if you could find any use for these, but I have some frag grenades, a force pike, and a blaster pistol that you can have if you can get use out of them.
I mean, okay.
He's just really sad.
That is a very unimpressed
Which
alien.
ones do you want? Or do you still have... Because you only got some of your stuff taken, right?
Yes. I have 0
See
weapons.
a small tear coming out of the Trandoshan's eye.
The look of disgust as he looks at the blaster pistol.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's dwarfed in his hand.
Alright, I pass you a blaster pistol and 2 frag grenades.
All right, is that just like a blaster pistol.
Yeah,
Gus,
Okay.
can you hear it in his voice? Oh my.
I know.
That was asking for clarification. I am so sorry.
Gus. Asking
Uh-huh.
for disgusting reasons. Well, the last time we were on this, Roger, you guys had just learned that Billy left you with a shuttle that will probably take you to the station where your other allies are being held. Good talk, Pat. I don't
Yes.
even know if you're...
So it seems like we need to just get to the ship that was given to us by Billy.
Sorry, who's saying that?
It seems like we need to get a ship.
Oh, it was Pat. Okay. Sorry, I just couldn't tell.
Okay. I don't need that sass from you. I don't even know where you are.
Todd just talking to himself.
Quiet.
Our
They
Todd
can
looks a
hear.
little concerned. Sir, are you okay?
You got a frog in your throat? There it is. You gotta make sure to chew your food before you swallow it.
Do Moncows even have teeth?
Probably not. They probably have like, probably like kind of like python teeth.
Ugh.
What?
Ugh.
Or grinders.
Mouth open.
They're made out of silicone, so I think they like gum their food at most.
Disgusting. Clever. Waldron takes a step up to you and throws out his hand, awaiting a handshake.
I extend my hand and say, "Well met."
You just got our ship blown up. And I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth because you did get us out of jail. I'm assuming. But still. He kind of like looks off in the direction where it crashed.
We'll call that, we owe you one?
I don't
Make
see any reason to truthfully stay with you right about now.
We owe you
So-
two?
He shakes his head and looks back to Vuz and Thar and says, I think we don't need to be spending any time with them at all.
Listen. We seem to have just gotten our paths crossed in probably the worst way possible. We were given intel about a ship. We did not expect it to be somebody else's.
So you just think
And-
that ships grow on trees and that it would just exist without an owner?
I thought it was acquired by a different owner, and it was given to us.
I'm glad to
But,
know that my livelihood is in the drain because of that.
Well, don't blame me.
Sighs and says, I think we'll be going. Right, Buzz? Corey's let me down.
Oh, I thought I shouldn't be doing this, but I can. They seem really nice, Walter, and I think we should help them. I can fix it.
God.
It's just a little soggy.
Well, no.
And our payday is in the drain because of them. I don't think we need to help them at all.
I don't
What
really
did
care
you
about money
need
that
the ship
much.
For?
Well, it's actually for a payday as well. We were planning on using a ship like that to travel across the galaxy to a planet called Dathomir.
He seems a bit taken aback as his whole body tenses up and he says, are you on the same run as us?
Well, let me give you a little information.
Okay, I'm assuming
And-
you just relay.
I'll relay is like the nanomachine son. I'll relay.
Thank
I'm gonna omit some of like the Sith stuff, but nanomachine sign and all that stuff I'll definitely bring in.
Sounds an awful lot like a droid that's he kind of rubs his chin a little. Our boss. Any real reason I shouldn't just leave or take you down or tell the police that you're trying to steal our ship?
Well, as you see, the police already over here. You're going to be caught in the crossfire of anything that we're going to be doing. So it's best to either just stick with us and leave, or you get more Imperial. You get more Imperials on you for just by association. We took you out of here anyways. You're going to have to leave the planet at some point.
I really didn't like being in jail.
No one does, little buddy.
He hands you a scuffed up data pad, and it shows a cargo manifest that was assumedly on the Avedon Hale. And sorry, the manifest itself has a lot of strange items on there, and you can make either a mechanics or a warfare check to try and get an idea of what they're all for.
Okay, I'll roll a mechanics check. What's the difficulty?
Average. It's a pretty commonplace thing. Nice. Look at all those dice.
Yeah.
Such a waste.
Success to threat.
Okay, so the success, you know exactly what these are for. There's an accelerant, an arming device, something that would feed it information to something off planet, potentially a couple systems away from it. It's probably a bomb.
JC? Oh, looks like you got some mighty big ordnance in there.
Yeah, but on Hale's crew has stepped up their game by delivering bombs, apparently.
Gotta offload those palladiums.
He looks to Zilla and back to you and says, "Look, I really do appreciate all this, but this is about as far as I'm willing to go with you, because typically speaking, anyone who's looking to get past an Imperial armada might just be the death of us."
We should just let him go. Anyone that isn't mentally fit enough to commit to this mission is just going to hold us back.
You better dig at me! Thar comes up immediately.
If the shoe fits.
And I look back at Thar and seeing this as an opportunity. It's like, Thar, if you want to prove your worth, come with us. You'll be spoiling for a fight.
My doctor told me not to get into fights.
This one's a just one, though. We're
Fighting.
saving people. Just like
I
you
want to
saved
save
us.
people.
So if you want, you can try and persuade each one of them, or just as a group. As a group, it'll probably be a bit harder.
Okay. I'll try Thar first.
Okay, so Thar is probably going to be average with 3 setback.
What's the roll? Are we doing a charm? Or are we doing negotiation? Okay.
You could, yeah, it's gonna be. No, actually, should it be leadership? Because it's totally should be.
Okay. Leadership.
Yeah.
Got it.
The opportunity to use the stat. Yeah, it's leadership.
All right.
The 2 threats. Sorry, I forgot to resolve that on the last one.
Yes.
Sorry. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice that you have a couple spectators of Imperial origin.
Oh no.
They don't seem to have, like, a super amount of interest in you, but they are looking straight at you and your posse.
Oh my gosh. 0.
Thor isn't super convinced. He goes, I don't know. I'd like to go back to Silk's. Where is Silk?
Oh, I have one other boost from command. Let's see if this.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll it.
Okay.
Is the big money.
Ooh.
Oh my.
That's all it takes.
Wow, okay. So Thor is actually pretty convinced. He says, yeah, this sounds great, but can we go find Silk?
Sure.
Slepper, that's Corey levels of bad lying.
Excuse you?
I'm more confused at if Silk is a what or a who.
Would ask?
I'll ask later.
Why are you just saying things?
Buzz, what say you? Are you with me? And I'll put up my hand.
I'd say that's easy. He's super into it. Buzz just likes to help people.
Any setback?
No, he doesn't have brain damage.
Well,
Should be success to advantage.
Corey, I can't do a Buzz impersonation. Can't do with it.
I'm going with them, Waldern.
Walter looks very disturbed about what's transpiring in front of him. It's going to be hard to try and convince him with a setback, especially because you blew up his ship.
Waldron, it looks like you need a new ship as well. That's probably something we could find up there. You seem like a war-weary type of person. It seems like you've been through a few Imperial bases in your day.
A lot of them. We almost blew several up.
Have you ever tried the zipline trick?
It hurts.
I'll teach you a little trick or two about that.
Okay, so this will be hard with a boost and a setback. Oh my god!
Yes.
Jesus.
Oh!
2 triumphs.
Waldron has
That's
never been
that's
so
a
convinced of
nut
something in
roll.
his life.
He stands up straight, sticks out his chin a little, and he says, "You know what? I do hate the Empire. What do you want the 2 triumphs to be, Slevered?"
Could we, for like one of these, the path to the actual ship that we need to get up to the station is a little bit easier?
I would think that Waldron knows of a path.
Okay, Waldron knows he's been here for a little bit longer, and he knows of a path to kind of navigate through.
Yeah, Waldron's a
through these
pretty
Imperial
incredible smuggler, you know? He's got that crew behind him. He knows of a way that will probably get you aboard this shuttle.
Is that 1 or 2 triumphs?
That's 1. Unless
Okay.
you want to combine them, the 2 of them to get the net triumph.
The second one is Silk just got released from jail.
So, just behind you, at the door, you see 2 stormtroopers walk out with an Athorian in tow. She is dressed in silky white clothes. The name seems to fit a bit. And they kind of just throw her to the ground. Stupid alien scum. And they walk back inside.
I look over Thar's shoulder and point at the other Athorian, since there are no other Athorians around. And I ask, do you know her?
He turns around and kind of like begins to clap and stomp it up and down and in a ton of noise. And he's, yes! He runs over to her and like hoists her onto her feet. Now, you can tell very quickly, even though Ithorians aren't super good with facial expression, that she's, it's a mixed bag seeing Thar again. Oh, you're alive! Great. So Thor quickly says, "So we're gonna go.
Oh, Thor.
You want to come with us, Silk?" And she's like, "Well, it's better than sitting around here, I guess."
That's the best answer. Okay, let's go.
All right. So, Zilla, do you have anything you want to do before Pad leads you along the path of enlightenment?
No. I'm ready to go.
Inertial?
No. Bubbles is just kind of examining this tiny little pistol, trying to figure out how he's supposed to use it, and there definitely is not any sobbing.
I need to make a meme for this.
I look at Bubbles' sad state and and pull him aside as we're walking. It's like, hey buddy, why don't you use mine? And I'll hand him my blaster carbine, and we'll switch out.
That's better.
Less disappointing.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you want, this?
I think it fits my hand a little bit better than yours. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
My webbed flipper.
I would. Yeah.
So while they lead you along some back alley paths, you see some seedy people along the way, and he eventually leads you to a literal hole in the wall, and says, "Now the Empire isn't super good about their maintenance. This will lead us straight up to the hangar bay."
All right.
Not super good.
Guys, the Empire sucks. Remember that. So he leads you into the hole, and you kind of find out quickly that this hole is actually like a bunch of electrical equipment levered. You're basically inside of a wall, where pretty much it's not made for people to move around. You kind of scrape your flippers a little bit as you move along. You finally come out through another little hole, surprisingly, and there's an Imperial checkpoint ahead of you. There's only one person manning it.
I can take him out.
First thing said.
To lunch?
Is this checkpoint indoors or outdoors?
Indoors.
Indoors. Is there? How far are we away from the ship?
I'll frame the scene for you. It's kind of like a rectangle, like a concave rectangle, and there's a blast door on your right, which you would assume might lead you closer to the outside. And on the left, there's a literal like sign saying like Hangar Bay 2, and the checkpoint is just in front of that.
I look back to Waldron and say, "Do you know a way around this? If you don't, we'll work our way through it."
At least you didn't have to go through the squads of stormtroopers guarding it.
Oh yeah, that's always a plus.
Alphonse raises his arm and says, "I mean, he could just be someone who hates his job. Let's try and capitalize on that."
Think about bribe.
Artaz reaches into his pockets and pulls out some mothballs.
Well, I've got some credits. And actually,
This is taking too long.
Why are we whispering?
All right, I'm
The
gonna walk
wall
up to
crashes
the
down.
checkpoint.
So Zilla approaches the checkpoint. The officer looks up, and you quickly realize he's not actually a human officer.
Okay, what is he?
Based on how his hat doesn't seem to fit very well, and one thing sticking out the back of his head, it appears to be a Zabrak.
Okay.
Darth Maul race, if you're not picking up on it.
No, I do. I'm not really sure why that matters.
Whoa! He's not
Okay,
a
well,
stormtrooper?
I'm gonna walk up there pretty assertively, and as soon as I'm in range, so he can't do anything to so he can't like hit any alert buttons or anything, I'm going to force push him from the console.
Toward you or away from it? Because you can just pull it onto you.
I'll pull him onto me then, because if there's nothing obstructing that, then sure.
Roll your force die. He's silhouette 0, I'm pretty sure, so.
Okay, well I have 2, so
Or 1, sorry.
Oh no!
that's okay. I'll convert.
You gotta
That
convert
good.
both
This
of
is a
them.
pretty dark side action, if I'm honest. You're
I
gonna
mean,
have more conflict.
It's not like I'm not. I know it's not like the nice thing to do, but I'm brash and I fucking hate the Empire, so I don't care. That's 4 conflict, right?
4 conflict and 2 strain.
Thank you.
Oh, it's
If
two
you
conflict.
can't handle Zilla at her worst, you don't deserve Zilla at her best.
So the guy comes like he's immediately jolted out of the chair and he flies straight past Frogbutt. And he
What?
kind of sorry?
I pulled him. I thought I would have a bit more finesse over that.
Didn't
Okay.
specify finesse though.
Well, I said to me.
I mean technically he's to you.
Past is not what I was
Very
going for
concerned.
here.
And he quickly looks up to see you.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm just gonna move to knock him out. Or kill him, I guess.
Okay, how do you want to do that?
I mean, he's not human, so I guess I'll have a little bit of mercy. I'll just go to pommel strike him in the head.
Okay. Melee check him then. It's gonna be average. He's
And he's
currently
prone.
knocked prone. Yeah, it's a boost.
Alrighty.
No, that's a setback,
melee.
isn't it?
No, it's a
range.
boost for melee. Yep.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a boost. It's a setback for ranged.
Yes.
Let's see here. Is that the right roll? Yeah. What's the difficulty? Average?
Yeah, it's always average. Remember.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Whoa.
Oof. So you smash like the bulkhead next to him. You like right next to his head. You have 3 advantage and a triumph.
Okay, I want the advantage to be that I guess no one's heard anything, or like
He hasn't made
Nala-
any noise yet, so
like there hasn't. Okay, well there wasn't much noise made, and then the triumph is I want him to be so terrified that he's not moving or saying anything. He's just silent on the ground and quivering.
He is silent on the ground and quivering. His hands are in front of his face. So Thar moves up and he says, "It's kind of mean."
The Empire doesn't deserve any better. So can I move to knock him out again, or can I just or should I?
So at this rate, I would probably just let you whack him.
Okay.
Like the triumph it would just basically be a part of the triumph.
Okay.
Because it's like him just being terrified to me, it just doesn't feel a
Yeah.
super right. You hit the
Okay,
bulkhead
well-
next to him. Sorry?
I'll just go ahead and drag him out of sight.
Okay. You correct your aim, whack him on the head, and drag him out of sight. So, Pat and Bubbles, no reaction? Nothing?
Well, yeah, it's less credits off mine, so I mean, I get to keep my credits. I'm good with that.
Pit, is that you?
Was he was wearing an Imperial uniform, right?
Yeah, it's like he looks like he
Okay.
might have been like a naval trooper, if you had to guess.
Okay, then Bubbles, whatever.
Can I go behind the terminal and see if the doors are locked or anything like that? Just status, not necessarily like trying to.
So there doesn't appear to be any sort of alarm, and you only surmise that because there's nothing going on with the console. It's just at a ready status. It tells you that the gate behind you, like leading to the ship, is locked, but it's not saying anything about the door inward.
Okay, so that's the door to the ship is that accessible on this to unlock it?
It would be a computer check, yeah. Be an average computer's check.
Anybody want to help me here? Vaz?
I'm not really
Sure,
good at
well-
computers.
I'm bad at that voice. Buzz immediately kind of just gets down on all fours and runs towards the console to help you. At a boost.
And you said it was hard?
Mhm.
Okay.
I think it was average, or I don't know why you said got hard from it.
Oh, sorry. Let's make sure I got my computer's check right. Nope.
You just gotta press Control Control F3. There you go.
5 success, okay. Starting with the high success rolls. You hear a loud locking mechanism, and what do you want the 2 advantage to be, Slevin?
Let's say, yeah. So, the ship has at least some furnishings to help us, like with the either like repair rearm type of thing. It's actually stocked up a little bit.
Sure. So there's actually a cargo manifest of the shuttle. It looks like it was probably meant to rearm Billy's sort of guard, if you had to guess, because some of it's a bit expensive.
Oh, it looks like there might be some toys up here.
All right. So, without really waiting for you, Waldern and Silk and Thar immediately start going towards the door that is now recently opened from your computer check.
I jog briskly behind them.
What do you mean toys?
Oh, before we move on, I want to search the officer's person.
Uh-oh.
So he's got a blaster pistol on him, a stim pack. There's also a long-range communications device and a struggling with English. Sorry, a code cylinder.
All right, I'm gonna take everything but the blaster pistol then.
Does Buzz have a gun?
Buzz does have a gun.
Does he still have his disruptor pistol?
Yeah, that's my point.
I think that would have been confiscated.
He doesn't have a fucking disruptor, guys. He went under the same stuff you did, Bubbles. Stop trying to get big guns.
No, there's a free pistol right here. Just
Okay.
saying.
So the Empire did release everyone with most of their possessions, surprisingly, which is, the Empire usually doesn't care about some stupid aliens. But, all your restricted stuff was taken away. Everything that's illegal is no longer in your possession.
So Buzz does not have a gun.
He has a gun. It's a holdout blaster.
Okay.
Swap it out. I'll pick up the gun.
Okay. So, I'm assuming you just want to go on the ship because we've been spending a lot of time.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get onto the ship, and Sliver, do you want to fly?
No. I'll look at Waldern and I'll point to him as like, it seems like you are a pilot with the other ship. I'll let you do the honors.
Sure, Sliver, you can make his rolls for him since it's technically your character.
Sure. What was his rolls again? Do I have to pull up a sheet?
Tharbotomy? Thank you, Templar. That's weird.
Okay, I have Waldern's sheet pulled up. Okay, so his piloting was 4 yellow, 1 green. And what's the difficulty to lift off?
Difficulty's going to be average. There's actually the gates are already open. There's nothing really stopping you.
Okay.
Oh! You succeed, and you just zoom very smoothly out of the Imperial hangar. Waldron's flying skills are a lot more impressive than they used to be.
That's what happens when you don't have anti-air on you.
Triumph slip.
So we're gonna hastily get up there. So it's going to be the ship that we're in. We cause no alarms going through this whole process. So it's something that we'll be able to get up there before the other guy comes to, and we'll be in that base, or we'll be able to get to that base with relative ease.
Sure. You slowly start to ascend into the atmosphere. You're surprised by the fact that the ship hasn't been hailed once. It's just been it's just going, and you quickly see the station come into view. So, Slever, this is your chance to load it in.
Mm-hmm.
It's your one job. Don't mess it up. I say that, but he did everything.
A new prop appears.
Oof.
Has anybody else seen these floating stormtroopers?
Him too.
That's the power of Zilla,
What?
the floating stormtroopers.
Oh.
Slever, in the future, let's make these ships a little bit bigger.
I can scale it up.
As the planet grows in the background.
Pay no attention to the growing planet in the background.
We have 1 hour to finish the session before the planet collides with the table.
Alright, give me 1 second. I have to change something here.
We're in the Matrix.
You intend to make the background bright white?
I did. 1 second.
Oh.
He's swapping it out with something else.
When you swap it, it just takes out whatever's in there.
Please be Slever's avatar.
I see you.
I think it did sound more like, I feel. Look at all these stars.
Oh, that's nice.
Thanks, Slever. Oh, the planet just keeps moving?
Pay no attention.
Okay, alright, no attention. Alright, so since we've had a massive stint with the ground crew trying to rescue everyone, Iceman, because I feel like you did not get as much attention as you needed last time, what are you doing?
I'm going to find Mr. Totally Not a Sith Lord wannabe, totally being inspired by the Jedi, Tomnal.
I'll have you know Tomnal is a light side character as of the end of last episode. With a morality of 36. Just inching over that low bar.
Or wait, did I have I met him yet, or did we just?
So you guys are
on
currently in
this?
separate parts of the station. If you give me
That's what I
one
thought.
second-
I hadn't actually gotten to him yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you give me 1 second, I will give you a layout of the station.
I think we pinged each other on the comm link
Yeah, we talked.
because
Okay.
Kalo let
And I
a
told
joke
you
slide
to-
by and we used that as.
You aware that I'm at the station or no?
The better question
They know.
is, do the
I'm pretty sure Iceman was told this.
Clearly, you must care about Scarlet, for she is Scarlet.
I am Scarlet.
I am Scarlet? I am friend?
Ugh. Give me 1 second. I'm struggling here.
I don't think I ever specified the canon way that Vuz walks and runs last campaign.
I just.
Though Vuz did a lot of like climbing up onto people's shoulders. Huh. Where's this from?
Well, because you guys have derailed me a bit, I had to come up with some workarounds. Leave me alone.
GameHollow.com.
Probably.
Today's episode sponsored by GameHollow.com, where Halo
Get
fonts
out
are
of here.
used for. Okay. Tomnal can, in fact, use Force Heal now. And
That's great. Let's find your minis. Let's see, where is...
I think we all ended up in Frog Buddy's dice tray for some reason.
That's good, that's good.
I think that was because of the impact earlier.
Hmm.
The
Some of us
impact?
did. Where's Iceman? And where's Tomnal?
So Iceman's up there. We need Tomnal. And Tomnal has like a really bad fucking mini, so it should be easy to find.
I like
No,
how
it's
the
always
picture
difficult
is
to find.
just low quality enough that I can't actually read what any of the things say.
Just enough
Let's
JPEG.
see.
Just
Passive clam. This is definitely clams right here. Canadian trampoline.
like I can tell that
Marmalade.
it
I
definitely
think
worked.
Tomnal's dying.
Hamilton Hippo?
Canadian trampoline Hamilton hippo.
Amazing.
Pokemon clams Canadian trampoline Hamilton hippo. And down in this corner, this is too much JPEG.
You named the episode that.
Interior crocodile alligator.
Alright, this is gonna be
I
Tomnal's.
drive. I found him.
Then over in the corner we got the Prampor Columbus.
Where is Scarlet?
Scarlet's on the board.
Iceman! Let me show you where you are. Holy crap, I hate this party.
What? Because we're just reading the map and you hate us?
Yeah! Oh, God.
I think that's the Senate.
You hate the Senate?
No, I think that's the Senate.
Where?
Local party hates their GM.
Is this like Cyrillic? Is that what's going on here?
No.
Slipper, help me!
What
I
are,
hate them.
what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do, buddy?
I'm nothing. They're just making fun of me. And
We're not making fun of you. We're
don't
making
like
fun of the JPEG.
The JPEGs.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
There's not enough pixels here to be
Oh
made
wait,
for
this definitely says orbital something station.
Looks like it says
Administration
Station.
quadrant.
Quadrant.
Orbital docking.
I see a operations center.
Are you done, Corey?
We're waiting for you to tell us what to do, so we're
Yeah.
occupying
Sorry,
ourselves.
sorry. Iceman, you've currently been sewn up and are still on the station. So, yeah, I'm gonna thank you for whoever pinged. That's you, Scarecrow. You're currently in this part of the ship. It's up to you to decide how to get the hell out.
Where's Corey at? Where's Mr. Tom?
Metagame.
No, I know where he is.
Yeah, we were on the phone and
we on the phone. I got a map of the place.
I told
I
him
got a
I'd
map
sit
of the
tight and
joint.
wait for my boy.
Yeah.
Scarlet's not in the middle of a wall.
Scarlet is the
Scarlet?
wall. I am
I am
Scarlet.
the
I am the
wall.
wall.
So that's Tom Noel right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I think you gotta
Guess
roll a
I'm-
d6 and see how many squares you get to move.
How many pixels you get to move? JPEG quality?
I guess I'm slightly
Aroused?
what
Oh, never mind.
Take a
Well-
strain. You
I-
need to stop.
Kalo, I can't. Don't do this to me.
It
You
can't
should
do
have thought about that.
I'm trying to figure out.
Did everybody decrease their strain by 2?
No.
The obligation, or
Yeah.
you're talking about the obligation thing.
It's just inertial that's having a bad day.
Oh,
Yeah.
we need to decrease ours by 1 because
Yes.
No, wasn't everybody
Everybody-
affected last time?
yeah, so it'll be
Everybody
2
gets
instead of
one.
1.
Yeah.
So what's the hallway here? Where's the door to my room, and where's the hallway, and where's the door to his room?
The fuck?
Holy cow.
I think there's a door under here, and there's a hallway.
Is this guy real? Are you for
Oh
real?
my god, this will be just fine. And here comes Scarecrow and Tom will ruin my life.
This
What?
map is not the
I
best
feel like
quality.
these are basic questions.
I think there's a door that we can assume is in here.
This is a
Yes.
wall.
Yeah.
This down here is the path. There are archways that go on top to the second floor.
There's
Archways?
a second floor.
Yeah.
Or bridge that cross ahead, like above you. You're in this room. The door is probably over
This
here.
would be the door, guys. Come on, Jesus Christ!
That's
Like,
the door?
I'm looking
Iceman,
at
I
the
think I'm
pixels
one
right
room
now.
over from you.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Tomnell peeks his head through the door. Hey,
Hey,
Iceman spins around. Oh, Iceman studies the map for about 5 minutes before turning around slowly and knocking on the wall next to him.
do we know if anyone else is
Claudia?
on here?
Katia, send help.
I still need to know where Scarlet is.
It amazes me that you're having this much trouble deciphering of this map. It's not even as bad as you're like memeing it to be. Scarlet is currently in this fucking room.
Do we know if anyone else is here? Have you heard from anyone else?
Not, I don't think so.
I'm gonna use my long range comm and try to, if I have it on me. I don't know if anything was taken from me.
You don't have very much on you.
Alright.
You have your clothes.
I'm
That's
looking
about
in the general area to try to
No,
see
he
where
doesn't
my stuff
have
is
his
stashed.
comm, because last time he used his comm.
Oh,
I have my
atheist.
short range
Continue.
one. I don't know if I have my long range one. That would just be with whatever was confiscated, I'd assume. Like my lightsaber and everything.
We'll say
So
you have
I'm
your
looking
short
for
range
it.
for now.
I'm
Short
looking
range
for
works
that
a few
stuff.
kilometers, so you're fine.
Do I have my sunglasses?
Surprisingly, they left you with your sunglasses.
I put them on.
Big mistake.
I try to comm pad from where I am.
As you attempt to do so, a ton of static and interference erupts from the communications device, making a lot more noise than you would have liked to have made.
This is disgusting. All right, Iceman, we need to find. Do you have any of your stuff? Your lightsaber? Anything? I see you have your glasses and your jump boots, of course.
I click my heels together. Just the ye old trusty jump boots.
All right. So I guess step one's find our junk.
I'm alright with that step.
All right.
And Scarlet.
Did you hear something?
Iceman tilts his head slightly as if he heard something. Says, I don't know. Could be
Alright.
something in the
That
vents,
noise
maybe.
you hear from the hallway, Iceman.
I heard something in the hallway.
Someone said, "What is that noise?" A couple of stormtroopers move up to the force field by the operations room that you are in, Iceman, and stare at you. You're not supposed to be awake.
He's supposed to be awake. Deception check. Or I'm trying to. I'm
No.
using the influence.
Your work
Room
room.
than him, but
What?
Oh, we're not in the same room?
no.
I said
no,
I went into
I-
his room. That's how we
Okay,
were talking to each other.
You
Point out to me how I get there from here.
would go out this door, and he
Yeah.
would be down the hall from you.
But
Okay, so
where's the
none
door
of
to
what we
where
were
he is
none of what
I'm
we were
saying,
just
like-
saying happened.
No,
I'm
we'll
confused.
say it
I
happened
assume
over
you
the
said
comm
it
link.
because you said you had the comm link. That's the reason I.
I replied to the
Okay.
stormtroopers. No one told me that.
Only Val Kilmer could come up with something so smooth. The stormtroopers look very unconvinced and turn off the force field and walk in with their blasters raised.
I stand there coolly.
Is that your response for everything?
No, just
Just
so
being
happens
cool.
that-
Just being cool.
just being cool, man.
I
I'm
say,
waiting.
sir, you're gonna need to get down on the ground right now.
I
Tom, no, you
I'm-
hear from coming from your doorway that there's a ruckus outside as well.
What kind of ruckus?
It's oh my god.
I start strolling down the hallway in that direction. Sylvie left my door open.
Okay, sure.
I'm looking-
Iceman kneels down.
While I'm on the way there, I'm looking for any sign of my junk being somewhere.
You tried between your legs. Anyway,
Hold on a minute, guys. Corey, this is gonna be weird. I need you to go to break real quick.
Okay,
Sorry.
we'll be right back.
Not enough people back.
All right, we're
Yeah.
partying. It's party time. Let's party. Except without being in close proximity. Everyone social distance properly, please.
Mask on.
Mask off, engine off, plane explodes.
All right, we're back.
All right, so you've walked out into the Mosium Strip hallway.
I'm
Mobius.
looking for anywhere that my stuff might be
Mosium.
stored as I'm exiting the room.
So you see one like door to your right. It looks like a type of elevator. There's a hallway leading down, and based on what you see, which I'll ping to right here, there is also some type of like generator area. You don't really have a decent reasoning as to where it might be.
So I'm
However,
just gonna.
you see the back of a couple stormtroopers aiming into a hallway. What looks like a hallway from your position.
I walk up behind him.
One of them jumps right as you do so and turns around and says,
Whoa,
Jesus!
whoa! I'm just the tech. What am I wearing?
What? Why aren't you asking me?
No, Kalo. Corey is asking you.
You probably could have asked that before you said I'm the tech.
Tomno likes to. Tomno has cunning
You're wearing
4.
your normal clothes.
Okay.
What?
Whoa! I'm the tech. Just here to fix stuff. Please don't shoot.
Deception check. It's gonna be daunting because there are not many people that are supposed to be here right now.
Okay.
Does Iceman notice that the stormtrooper has noticed Tomnal?
You noticed me
Yeah, I
noticing
mean,
you?
like you're okay. So I'm gonna move his mini real quick. I'm gonna
Well,
say
well
right
you
here.
said there was a ruckus in the hallway, so I'm wondering if
That's the
somebody
ruckus
got
in the hallway is literally the stuff that's in front of you.
Yeah, you are the
You
ruckus.
are the ruckus.
Oh,
Bring the ruckus.
So how many stormtroopers are here?
It's a squad of 5.
Okay.
daunting is 4, right?
That's correct.
4.
All right. Do you want to add a setback for some reason?
I think daunting is a setback in and of itself. Continue.
Okay, fine.
She just wanted to remove it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I caught on.
I just
Yeah,
like
let's
using
flip
the
one of those
talents.
destiny points.
All right. I'm rolling.
Oh my!
I'm going to use the force as well, just to get rid of potentially some of that stuff. So, roll. Not using that. 4 success, 4 threats.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Are you actually trying to be light side? What?
I've seen the dark side, and it's underpowered as shit in this game.
Okay, so
I also can't afford the
they're
strain.
convinced, however, the 4th threat is that another squad of stormtroopers has arrived on your flank. All right. They are a little more withdrawn because they've kind of heard the conversation. We'll say that they're affected by it. They turn around and say, "So, what are you here to fix?" We don't get many people on this prison station.
The ventilation always acts up. They called me in from Coronet. They call me in from Coronet sometimes. Local contractors easier than calling in all the.
That dude that they just brought in on the shuttle. One of them says to his commander. Do you want to say anything, Corey?
That dude, I'm not I'm just the dude they brought in on a shuttle to fix stuff. Well, clearly I'm not a prisoner. I'm out here.
Tomnal needs some help. Doubles down on the floor and starts yelping in pain. But he like
Is this Roger 4.0?
do.
If I was a prisoner, wouldn't I be in prison? Shouldn't you help him? Oh my god, he's in trouble over there.
Daunting perception check with a boost because he's on the ground.
Daunting
Perception
deception
check?
or perception?
Deception.
Okay.
Deception.
Oh, where's yeah. 2 success, 2 threat.
You take 2 strain.
Wait. Yeah, take 2 strain.
He's knocked unconscious.
No.
Okay.
He's one away from threshold
Not
right
yet.
now.
Sir, why are you
He's
sweating
flirting.
so much?
Ventilation.
That's why I'm here. If you just let me go and fix the ventilation shaft, this wouldn't be happening.
So you guys hear a loud like
Oh, I didn't
intercom-
roll the boost.
Yeah, roll that boost.
Okay.
Or did I? I don't think
Yeah,
I
I
did.
thought that was rolled with
Okay,
it.
never
but
mind.
Yeah, heart of the
It doesn't
dice.
matter.
Part of the dice to get the same result.
Oh, because no, hold on, because I have an innate boost, so I get another boost from the boost that I was given. Will this?
Boost my boost.
Oh my
It doesn't help.
I just
So-
succeed
so-
more.
Corey, you hear on the intercom, unexpected arrival. All stormtroopers report to the hangar bay immediately. So this one points to his newfound group right here and says, "Go to the hangar bay. We'll deal with this one on the floor." And one of them grabs Tomno by the arm and escorts him into the room.
With Iceman?
Yeah.
And there's still 5 with us?
Yep.
Chief, that sounded important. I think you might need to get down there. I can look after him. I have some first aid training.
I feel like you just give me random stuff to make sure you get to use your lying. I think that's going to be a negotiate. No, that'll be a leadership check. You're trying to persuade a. No,
I don't have first aid training.
I said leadership.
Fine. Leadership.
If I make up random lies, I always get to use deception.
Also, it's raining inside. How difficult did you say?
It's going to be daunting.
Raining inside, Jesus.
I could have just used influence there, but I decided not to. And then it doesn't matter. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
I don't think I believe you. You don't even look like you know what medicine is, and I don't think you even know anything about military procedure. They
That's
aim their guns
I'm
at
using
ice.
one advantage to decrease my strain.
Cool.
Iceman, despite the sunglasses, visibly rolls his eyes.
Okay, we'll talk.
I start sweating even more. Just leaning over, panting heavily.
Cool sweat session. We're gonna go to Scarlet. Scarlet, you've been sitting in the room for quite a while now. You just recently heard that there's an unexpected arrival on the intercom.
So I talked to Celia. What was her name?
What?
I talked to the Jedi chick.
No, you didn't. You talked to a guy.
Talked to a man called Augustus. I also, by the way, I now that you mentioned the Jedi, I will point out that Corey, despite his longing to be a Jedi, literally just walked past the corpse of the supposed Jedi. Back to Scarlet.
Oh shit! I forgot that
talked to her
happened.
too, but she was the one.
You have the worst memory.
I really do. Okay, whatever. So Augustus is left.
Yes.
Right. Or is the door locked? Like, I imagine I would have tried that. Like, can I just walk out?
So you walk up to the door, and it just makes a loud Those
Alright,
pleasant of noises. What was that?
What's in the room?
So it's mainly just a big table in the middle, and we're gonna ignore a little bit of this map right here. And there seems to be a console for the doors. That's about it. It's mainly just a nondescript black room that has recently had its table upheavaled by a very angry stormtrooper.
Any cameras?
There is one camera in the room.
Where is it? What is it looking at?
You?
Directed to the center of the room?
Mm-hmm.
see the door?
It can see the door.
Can it see the panel to the door?
What? Probably. Do you want to make an intelligence check to figure it out, Mr. Galaxy Brain?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, that would be a computers, right? No, that would be mechanics because you're trying to know how big the lens is. Smudge on the lens. All right, it's going to be a hard mechanics check.
Okay.
It can see most of the console. It would know that you're doing something. You want to do it that one advantage.
Let's see here. How about it can tell that I'm at the console, but it can't tell what I'm doing with the console.
You could move it to block it in such a way, yes.
So I'm gonna just kind of pace around, and then slowly get closer and closer to the console. And then, like, as I pass by the console, like hit a key, and then hit another key, and then hit another key, as I'm like pacing.
Okay, hitting the key with intent, I hope.
Corey, check your Steam messages.
With an intent. So would it be a computer's role to try and open this door?
Uh-huh. It'd be hard.
Alright.
The door finally slides open.
Okay, then I'm gonna just walk out the door like normal, like nothing's wrong.
Good.
As I look to either side of the corridor, what do I see?
This is where you exit out at.
Okay. Do the like rooms in front of me look sealed?
Most of them look sealed. You can tell because you can hear it like a magnetic hum from them.
Is there any indication of like where I might be?
Space.
Typical Imperial. Based on like the architecture, because you are technically somewhat Imperial. You have the idea that you're on the top-ish level, like you're pretty much near the top. And you'd probably be closer to a hangar bay than on other parts of the ship.
What would you want me to roll to see if I'm familiar with this particular breed of space station?
Warfare.
There? Okay. Difficulty?
Formidable.
Formidable.
5?
Formidable is 5.
Two failure, 2 advantage.
Okay, what do you want to do with the advantage?
Say that it's well labeled.
Okay. So there's actually a little thing on the floor and like a plaque, I guess. I don't know the word to describe it, detailing where you are on the station, and it points to an elevator.
And like, does it indicate like down to mess hall or up to bridge or what have you, that kind of thing?
It does. In fact, it also lists the how to get to the hangar bay.
Is there anything about holding cells?
Yes. It lists the current level that you are on as a holding cell, and there is one called the detention block on the lowest level.
Alright, I'm going to head in that direction, but I'm also going to look out for any sort of barrack type room where I could probably get a uniform.
Okay, you walk down the hall, going where it told you to. You arrive at the same elevator, and as you arrive, it opens. You see an officer and 2 stormtroopers in the elevator. The officer gives you a bit of a blink and says, "You're not supposed to be out of your cell."
You can't let me react as the doors start to open?
Would you like to flip a destiny point?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, as the door starts to open, I'm gonna move to the side, angle my head down, and do like a salute.
Okay. We'll give them a perception check, and because the destiny point was used, we'll probably upgrade it. Okay, so the guard kind of looks at you and like lowers his head to look under your hand that you're saluting with, and he says, "Wait a minute, I know you." He quickly grabs you by the wrist, assuming you're not going to do anything, and says, "Sir, ma'am, you should not be out. I think you're supposed to be back in detention block, and we're going to bring you back there. Would you like to do anything, Kahniji?"
I'm like, okay, but Augustus told me to go down to go check on the other prisoners. He wants them brought to him immediately.
That's... Go ahead.
That's what I said. Like,
Okay.
you
That's
want
going to be that'll be a deception check. It's going to be hard. No, it's going to be daunting with a setback.
Oh yeah,
With
I'm
a
not
boost.
gonna.
Sorry, with a boost. No, you might. Unless the
You
party doesn't want to use those awesome destiny points over there.
I only need one.
It's not a bad deception, Kadi. I don't know why you're so...
Boost.
Kadia, oh my god, you give me pain.
3 successes.
Hey.
Right, I did the right amount of dice.
Yes.
I did 4.
Next time, just add the boost and roll it manually instead of re-rolling. So the officer lets go of you quickly, and he says, "Would you like for us to escort you?"
If one of you want to come, sure.
He points to his friend and says, "Jenkins, why don't you follow the Arcanian downstairs?"
Jenkins.
Leave
Jenkins!
me alone."
Yeah.
So the
Jenkins.
stormtrooper is following behind you.
Jenkins.
I ask him, hey, are you Leroy by chance?
No, in fact, I find that quite discriminatory that you would say that that is also my name. My name is John Jenkins. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I heard of this remarkable soldier in the past. Had you confused. Proceed.
So he begins to follow you.
So I follow the signs to the detention block and start heading down towards where I would guess, Tom Mill would be.
Okay, so you get in the elevator, begin to move down, and you arrive off of it, and you start to take a couple of turns, and eventually the stormtrooper's like, "Are you sure Augustus told you to come down here?"
I look at him like, I'm quite sure. Why do you ask?
Well, you're going towards the power generators, and that doesn't seem about right.
I wasn't particularly clear on the instructions. If you want to lead, you probably know this better than I do.
He leads you back into the elevator, surprisingly,
Okay.
presses the buttons, and says, "Yeah, that's not where you want to go."
Okay, so where do we end up?
So, you step out into a hallway and see Tom Knoll in a bit of a kerfuffle, you might say, with another squad of stormtroopers.
Iceman,
Okay.
Iceman would like to do something.
Iceman?
So, is this the elevator right here?
I would think so.
Is that what? Is that because?
Yes.
Okay, so the elevator door is open right now.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Iceman would like to grab Tomno and use his jump boots to propel
There
them
it
both
is.
into the open elevator.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to go yet.
So regardless of what happens here, you will probably go like towards the elevator, but you'll have to make an athletics check to try and bring him along with you.
That's fine. Yeah.
Sir, so what it'll be is an athletics followed by the piloting check to use the boots.
Yeah, to see if I grab him or not.
Yeah, and it'll probably be Tomnel's brawn for the difficulty.
Okay.
Or resilience? I'm not sure how to determine that.
Tomno's brawn is 2. Tomno's
gonna be
resilience is 2 proficiency. I think do 2 challenge dice. I think that's more fun.
Yeah.
Do the resilience. I thought you said Brazilians at first, and I was like, what the fuck?
The Brazilians.
Should I use my touch of fate here, or
No,
no? You think I got it?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, it's Black Wolf.
Never
Well.
mind. Have fun on that elevator, buddy.
So instead of grabbing you, you feel a gentle caress as Iceman moves over the top of you and kind of squeezes your shoulder firmly and says, "Bye."
As he goes
No,
by
wait.
slowly.
Before I activate my jump boots,
Like,
I want to say, someone call an ambulance, and then as I rocket out, but not for me.
okay, go ahead and make that piloting check. It's kind of closed doors, so it's gonna be, oh, God, so it's gonna be hard with 3 setbacks.
So the way I'm picturing this is he fires the jump boots as the doors start to open. So the doors are almost open, and we see a Tomno flying at us.
No, Tomno's not going nowhere.
You
Alright,
ain't
we
going nowhere.
We
What's
see
the
an
what's
Iceman
the
flying at us?
what's the difficulty?
It's gonna be hard with 3 setbacks. But because you're such a cool customer, you remove 2 setback, correct?
Correct. On piloting checks.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's good. And triumph
Well,
as well, because
okay,
you know,
what do you want the triumph to do?
damn.
Can you knock
Okay,
out one
I
of the
got it.
stormtroopers on your way?
Yeah, so since I didn't fail trying to grab Tomno and I got 2 advantage, can I say I knocked him into the hallway?
No.
Only if Tom Knoll agrees with it.
That's
Hold up. What I propose is I try and dive out of the way and throw the stormtrooper in the elevator in your path, so you like knock him out.
What? No! I ain't trying to headbutt a stormtrooper.
Only soft targets.
Okay. Any other? So what do you want to do with that triumph? Sorry, let's go back to that.
Well, if
Well,
it's allowed, I'd like
If-
to knock
if
Tomno into the
Tom Knoll
hallway.
has
Right.
Tom
into
Knoll
the
has to-
hallway,
what
sure,
Tomno's
but not the
thoughts on that?
elevator.
Yeah.
You can oppose Tom Knoll on it, at which point it'll be him trying to evade.
All right, how about this? Might be a little bit too much, but with that triumph plus the destiny point, he like bowls me into the hallway, and I knock the door control on the way out, so it shuts the door between me and the stormtroopers.
Sure, I will allow that.
Yeah,
However,
that sounds good.
you hit your head right as you do so and take a strain.
Okay. That works for me.
Alright,
So
Iceman's now in the
there's
elevator.
a couple angry stormtroopers firing at the door. You fly into the hallway, and the other one looks very surprised to see you. There's one more. Remember?
There's what?
There's one more stormtrooper in the hallway.
Right.
What do you want to do about that stormtrooper, big man?
I look expectantly at the other two people right next to me since I just took care of 5 of them.
Ooh, lumping the load. Here we go.
This is just a regular stormtrooper, right?
Yeah, he's not that.
The one that was with me.
All right.
Yeah.
I start walking towards the room I came out of, and as I've got something to look into, and as I pass the stormtrooper, I tap him on the shoulder, and you can see this little blue spark sort of come out. And
the Jedi.
Okay. Spend force points to inflict a number of wounds equal to intellect, ignoring soak on an engaged target. The user gains 1 conflict. So 1 conflict. That's fine. I can still increase in my light side after doing this.
So how much damage does this man take?
I don't want to talk about. Let's see. Can I convert to dark side? I don't think I can.
Did you just get no good result?
I got a dark side point. It's gonna be really sad. Spend a force point to increase wounds inflicted by 1 per rank of. Yeah, he takes 2 wounds. This was not as cool as I hoped it would be.
You want to flip a destiny point? I mean, at this point he's a minion, so I would allow for it to just.
Sure.
Oh my god.
So you reach out, put your hand on his shoulder, and he starts to go, "Argh!" and he falls down to the.
And I walk into the room and I look at the body of the Jedi. That's what I'm doing. I'm looting her.
Oh my god!
I'm not looting her. In game terms, I'm looting her, but I'm trying to see what her deal
I was
is.
about to say you're about to get a conflict. I
No,
swear to God.
I'm like trying to see what went on. Like,
Wait,
I
there's
know
a
what
dead
Silvery
Jedi
did,
in there?
but yeah,
As
Silvery
you enter the
executed her
room-
in front of me.
As you enter the room, you feel a bit of a presence when you do so, and you there's a lot of credence to what she said. The Force is very clearly communicating to you that yes, this person was Force sensitive before they died.
I'm going to say, guys, we need to leave like now.
Does she have a lightsaber?
No,
Does
she has a bleeding wound.
Is she definitely dead?
Tom, no.
I
Can't
call
you fix
medicine.
that?
Ramna, you actually can fix that right now.
Oh my god!
You can.
I'm doing it.
You're light side now.
Oh my god! Walk us through what you're doing, Corey.
Who died after the end of the user's last. So here's the. There's 2 ways to do this because I just killed someone with Force Lightning. I'll read the rules out to you, Kalo, and you can tell me if either of these works for you. So there's the heal side of it. Once per session, spend 4 force points to restore 1 target who died after the end of the user's last turn to life. Or, once per session, this is the harm side. Once per session, when this power kills a target, may restore 1 engaged character who died this encounter to life. Each character gains 7 conflict.
Sure, I'll allow the dark side version.
Alright. I gained
Does it
7
sound
conflict.
applicable? Holy crap! So
Thank
as
you, Black
do
Wolf. This murder is sponsored by Black Wolf CC.
Oh, 20 smackers for murder! Hell yeah! So you reach out your hand, placing it on her shoulder, and so Iceman and Scarlet. The stormtrooper begins to shake violently, and you see a massive amount of red aura be pulled out of him, and he kind of crumples in a really weird way, like he's made out of aluminum foil.
What the hell is an aluminum
So, the energy flies smack dab into the Jedi, and the wound closes up on her. she quickly regains consciousness and like springs up in a hurry, and she looks at you square in the eye and looks very afraid.
I step forward and say, "We need to go now."
Ignore her.
Iceman
We need to go
walks
now.
into the room and
I thought you guys can talk later. We need to go.
Iceman walks into the room and asks who Tomno's new friend is.
Silvery just killed this one. I think she's some sort of Jedi. Hello? You may
Wait,
feel a
Silvery or
little pain
this
right
one?
now.
Have the stormtroopers opened the door that they have a keycard access to yet?
No,
This fucking
you do
guy.
see them through the window in the door trying to get it open.
All right.
Oh, there's a window in the door?
Let's head out of here. Can you walk?
She quickly stands up. She hasn't said a word, but she has also not broken eye contact with you. She looks very concerned about the whole situation.
All right. We're gonna leave. You can come with us. But yeah, we gotta go.
Okay, so Corey, although you gain 7 conflict, it's a pretty decent method, like application of the power. So I'll say it's halved.
Wow.
Rounded down or up?
Round it down.
Okay.
Okay, so she says, "Oh, fine." As she does so, you notice that this Jedi is quite chunky.
What species is this Jedi? Human?
Her skin is slightly green, indicating that she might be it's a race very similar to human.
Okay. Well, we're going to some elevators or something. Scarlet, do you know the way out of here?
I know the way to the hangar.
Good enough. Come on.
Iceman's
Okay.
ears perk up at the sound of hangar because he associates that with a spaceship.
As he should, because he's got a basically functioning brain.
Oh, wow, that's hateful.
As Iceman
crap.
steps over the crumpled aluminum falcon, I mean the crumpled
Aluminum
stormtrooper on the
man.
hallway. Yeah, he would like to pilfer his utility belt and weapon.
Sure, there is an E11 blaster and a utility belt on him, as well as 2 frag grenades.
Hello.
Hello, Laverne.
So, we're gonna go back to the other crew who has actually landed on the station with little to no problem at all. Waldron turns around and says, "So, do we have any other idea besides just going in here and landing? Because they're out there waiting for us," he says to Pads sternly.
Well, let's look around in the ship. There might be some things that we might be able to pilfer.
Pat, is there something wrong with your throat right now?
It's the same frog. As I find a trooper outfit.
Sure, there's 4 outfits of stormtrooper armor, as well as sorry, let me find the item that's supposed to be on the ship. 1 second. While that's loading, there is 4 heavy blaster rifles and a couple frag grenades as well, as well as 4 stim packs on the ship. This is from your Triumph, by the way.
Bubbles just tosses that carbine back to the fish. I'm sorry, I'm so bad with character names.
We've known each other for so long.
I would expect him just to toss it on the ground like he was revolted, disdain for small rifles. Okay.
I hand off the other blaster pistol to
So
Buzz.
there's also what looks to be an officer outfit, Slubbert. It is Imperial Storm Commando armor.
Oh, jeez. As I look at this Imperial officer outfit, I realize there's not a single human on board.
we're all aliens. Wait a minute.
Wouldn't the Storm Commando have a helmet?
Yeah, there is a helmet, but fish have big head.
I think the eyes are the issue there.
I can't see with this thing on!
The only person who might be able to wear it without, just taking off the helmet
Waldern.
is probably Waldern.
Yeah. Alright, Waldern. We can't really go out there, but, looks like you're the only one that can.
Sleverd, you're going to be taking control of Waldern if you decide to do that.
Assuming direct control, okay.
So, Waldern says, good as plan as any. Used to this anyway.
Wait. So, what's the plan?
It's a terrible plan.
So,
what's your plan? Actually,
yeah.
let's get Frog Buddy in on this. Frog Buddy, what do you want to do?
What?
What do you want to do in this,
I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, so we've landed.
Really not expecting that.
We've landed successfully without any. I know this is an absolute miracle so far. So, we've landed. We are trying to find our friends on this station. The problem is it's quite large, and we all stick out like a sore thumb in any Imperial station because we're all aliens. Fortunately, we found an outfit that could be worn by somebody that actually is human looking and doesn't have large tentacles on their head or have their eyes jutting out 90 degrees from their face. Or is not 7 foot 5 inches. So the only option we have is Waldern.
I don't see a point in trying to have one person dress up as an Imperial when we amassed as a group to just storm the place, but
Storming this place. Well, okay. Let's break this down. So I'm gonna use my my warfare intellect. So a station like this is probably gonna house maybe like 120 troops. You think we can, just bust through something like that? I don't think so.
I mean,
It's too bad Vernon
I broke
isn't
out
here.
of
He was
prison.
always good at this kind of thing.
What we can probably do if you have some level of bloodlust, well, we could probably kill some on the way out.
Yeah, I'm with Zilla. I don't see how this works.
Waldern
Looks
looks back.
disappointingly at his blaster pistol.
Waldern looks back over. It's like, why am I putting this on then?
I guess we could pretend he's a hostage. Would that give us some leverage?
Oh my god, it's amazing.
Leverage to what? They'll just shoot me too.
Oh, I guess they don't really care about their officers then. Imperial scum.
Best plan.
Can we see stormtroopers out the window?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Roughly
the-
how many?
There's probably about 5 squads, and there's also an E-Web squad setting up right now.
Yeah, so the thing that I'm talking about mainly here, sorry. So the thing that we're trying to do here is just diffuse the situation. We don't need as many people out there. That's why an
So-
Imperial officer coming out there can just send some people away.
I just sit on the ship?
Right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Silk steps forward and says, I have an idea.
Go for it.
Well, I mean, we don't have to be the brain surgeons, she says with a wink, to know that they hate aliens. Why don't we put some cuffs on if we can find them? And Waldern can, quote, escort us.
Excuse me?
That never worked. We've tried that so many times.
I have a very disapproving face.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a cuff problem with our group.
It's fine. She throws up her hands. Whatever.
Listen, I'm not opposed to your idea. I just think there's a certain someone, and I kind of look over to Zilla. That lets the red just flow over her eyes, and
Well, why don't we be backup? I'm not stupid. She points directly to the lightsaber at her hip. She would be the best person to have in case it goes south.
if we're able to take out that E-web, I think that's the big
Kind
thing.
of begins to clap. You know what a lightsaber is? Yes, stars. Sorry, what were you saying?
Okay, Zilla, how about this? You're fake being cuffed. You don't have real cuffs. We'll kind of encircle you a little bit so they can't really see. As we're walking past the E-web, you get to kill things. No cuffs on you.
Fine.
You just put your hands behind your back. How are you supposed?
Fine.
Let's play a game.
I do that, Sliver. I own a PS3.
So Waldern looks back to the group and as he's like putting on the helmet and says, "All right, are we ready to do this? I guess."
Bubbles sighs, shakes his head, and puts his shiny new rifle right back where he found it.
Thar says, "But I love murder."
I'm gonna try and conceal my weapons, and I just kind of have a very like uncomfortable expression. Just go, fine.
She can conceal her weapons, but not her disappointment.
Nope.
That's okay. That's the rule. So, Sliver, you're in control of Waldern. Take the lead.
Okay, Waldern takes a deep breath, slobbers out a little bit, has to wipe that dribble off the helmet.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Feels great. And I don't know why I play slimy characters, either in personality or in physical traits, but
Or both.
the cargo landing that opens up. So I walk out, and Waldern looks over to somebody that has some stripes on him. So another officer.
Forward, he says, "I don't think we were expecting another vessel."
And then I look back at this like, why the heck do you have guns pointed at me?
I'll be back.
Get
in like
those
3
guns
seconds.
off.
Sorry. Keep going.
I'm gonna say that definitely doesn't require a roll because like this is super convincing for them. They aim their guns downward, and you see one of the men reach forward and power off the E-web.
Yeah, and I walk over to the E-web, and as I'm walking over there, I'm looking back at this group and say, like, as an officer directly under Billy of Coronet, why this is her ship? Why are you even pointing weapons at it?
A massive strand of sweat begins to go down the officer's face.
Okay, so and I'll say I'll let you off with a warning this time. You need to go back to your barracks. If you don't, I'm going to report this.
Now what? Leadership, Slivered.
Yeah.
Average with 2 boosts.
Average with 2 boosts?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
A destiny point, don't you?
I don't need a destiny point with. Let me pull up the character sheet real quick. Because Waldern has an ability to remove leadership difficulty checks down to simple. Oh wait, it's not leadership checks, it's charm and negotiation. Sad days. Okay, so it's an average check, right? Leadership is that. There we go. 1 success, 2 advantage, 1 triumph.
Okay.
You're just full of triumphs today.
Oh yeah.
Libert's actually, it's his time to shine.
Yeah, just get ready for a bunch of despairs.
Are you sick? Why couldn't you do this in our actual campaign, Slubbard? Waldern's really stepping up. All right, so 2 advantage, what do you want to do with it?
Okay, so 2 advantage, we're going to have a few extra... so, like, is this a command, or the command is successful to remove everyone, or is the command successful to remove a certain set of people?
So, sorry, let me finish chewing. Sorry. So, the officer dismisses all of the, like, excess that was meant to respond to an unknown shuttle. And there is currently 4 stormtroopers with him, and that's
Okay.
it.
The 2 advantage, I want to make sure that the people that are going back to their barracks, they're not going to go into like a direct line of path with our group. It's not like they're going to run into them at some point.
Okay, sure.
And the triumph that I have is the officer that's also with them resigns in shame.
Resigns in shame? Oh my god.
Doesn't, like, not a literal resign, but head down in complete shame. He wanted to be one of Billy's direct officers, realizing that his folly here has now shot those chances. Tries to plead with Waldern to get back in the good graces of Billy.
Gets down on his hands and knees, but says, "Sir, I'm so sorry. Please."
What this does is make the other troopers just leave in embarrassment. So he's by himself.
So, and the other ones leave. What do you want to do to this poor man?
And I'll pace menacingly nearby him, and and say, "Now your indiscretion is noted, but I'm a benevolent officer. I'll give you another chance."
A benevolent god.
He literally, like, grabs you by the hand and kisses your hand, says, "Thank you, sir."
As I recoil my hand from his mouth. Scurry along, Lieutenant.
Okay, so
Space Marine.
So currently, our good friend Tom Null and Iceman and Scarlet have used the elevator to go back down to the hangar. All right. And this Mobius strip of a map that I'll never use again. Don't ignore the indiscretions. You guys arrive in the room, and thanks to Slever's amazing triumph, you have encountered no resistance along your path.
We're in the hangar with them now?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Oh, thank God. Hey, everyone. Who are these
Iceman
people?
exits the elevator and just goes, huh.
Huh.
Well, that was easy.
Well, all you see is the officer out there with a shuttle, so...
Oh, shit.
Oh, what? We didn't come out?
No.
We were doing the...
Oh, sure, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, at this point, all of the stormtroopers are
It
gone.
would still look like you're detained.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Tomno walks in, sees the officer, and immediately puts his hands up.
Scarlet's gonna walk up to the officer. Oh, And then within a certain range, do I realize that it's actually...
No, it still just looks like a storm commando.
How much sweat can you sense?
Check the scent in the air.
Oh, that's actually gonna cause something.
Oh no! This is...
You should do a roll for that.
Isn't that an actual racial for them? Holy shit!
It's well, I mean, you could do xenology, or you could do
We're gonna make this a
I'll roll xenology.
Yeah.
daunting xenology check. There's a foul scent coming from this stormtrooper.
one more. There you go.
I'm like,
My God,
Okay,
that's-
it
I'll
smells
sniff and I'll
of dog. It smells of
You're good at
sweaty
that.
dog.
And my God, that's the. You give me a second. I'm dying. The most terrifying smell of a Klatooinian is emanating from this soldier. It smells like dog.
having dealt with this stench before, I immediately recognized it as Pad.
Pad, what the fuck?
That ain't a dog.
That's
This
a
is
Mon
Walter.
Calamari. I don't think you've ever met one.
Yeah, Waldern's a Klatooinian. He's like a dog type of person.
Oh, okay. I immediately recognized it as a dog, and I'm like, I don't think this is a normal stormtrooper.
Shh, not so loud. Get in the ship.
Wait, what?
And I wave Tom to lend them forward and walk onto the ship.
Buzz runs down the panel and says, "Hey,
What the fuck is that?
Okay,
Who are you?
you guys
Word.
have seen at this point."
So, yeah, as Waldern, I'll cede Waldern back to you, Kayla, at this point.
Okay, so Walden says, "You need to get on the ship right now. This is not going to last very long."
No,
And that-
one second. One
says
second.
that- Go ahead. Before he finishes, what do you have to say? Sorry.
No, this is Bubbles interrupting. So if something's actually happening as he's talking.
But I don't want to interrupt you. What were you going to say?
Did they have time to pack up that E-Web?
No, they did not.
That's
However, why did you guys notice that Bubbles is beginning to salivate? His eyes
that,
are locked on the E-Web.
Is that weapon
And
system
right as he
man
does
portable?
so- right as you notice this, the station lights dim and become red, and you guys begin to hear an alarm go off.
Don't like that. Tomno runs out of the
that's-
ship.
And you hear the intercom spark to life, and it says, "This is Augustus Cole, and I require everyone to get to the hangar and stop that stupid ship."
That's kind of rude. Alright,
Okay.
Tomno pulls the Jedi lady onto the ship with him.
Okay.
Are we gonna disassemble that E-Web?
Do you want to take the time?
I mean, from a stats point of view, what is an E-Web? Like, I don't think there's an actually...
It's a stationary gun. It's
Crew served
technically
It's
it's a crew service. Yeah. It's a large weapon. I'm not sure if it's even in
What
the
would
weapons.
I have to roll
Like, there are repeating...
from Bubbles' belt and throw it at the E-Web?
Think of it like a minigun.
Second, please.
Yeah. Think of it like a minigun, and that's attached to like a helicopter, right? So it has a battery pack to for the bolts, and
there's
it
a heavy
has
repeating
the gun
blaster.
and a tripod.
Say that
I
again,
want-
Bubbles?
There's a heavy repeating blaster that I think is intended to be...
The E-Web.
Yeah, it actually says includes E-Web repeating blaster.
Yes.
So I could actually just go over and pick this thing up.
Alright, just go pick it up and get on the ship.
Okay, so you pick it. You guys see Bubbles just take off, full sprint towards this E-Web, pick it up in his big, muscly Trandoshan arms, and run back to the ship. Really pleased.
Oh, he is beyond pleased.
So you guys notice that the door is beginning to open behind you.
Iceman makes his way to the pilot's seat.
All right, so I'm assuming everyone's gonna get on the ship.
I'm gonna say Bubbles and point to the door.
So, Bubbles and
Well-
point to the door, so just to like aim towards the door. Is that what you're saying?
Don't tell Bubbles to get off the ship. Scarlet, you get off the ship.
He can fire from the ramp as it's closing.
I close the ramp.
So you guys all rustle back onto the ship. Zilla, you notice that everyone has stormed back onto the ship, and you see everyone that was missing is now back and in tow in the ship.
Well, that was a lot easier than expected.
Right? Look what I got.
Yeah,
Wow.
negotiation and deception. Hell yeah.
Oh,
You got a new girlfriend.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
However, you notice that Bubbles is looking really pleased at this new gun, contrasting him denying what she has said.
Bubbles doing that thing where he's like looking down, the tips of his fingers are like touching.
Like caressing the gun.
Be gentle with that trigger finger there, Bubbles.
Baldwin says, "Guards, we have to go!"
Yeah. So, can you give us an idea of the layout of the ship, Kayla? Is there a co-pilot seat or is there a gunnery seat?
See, it's a Lambda shuttle.
It's a Lambda shuttle. Okay, so there's a co-pilot seat. Waldron will hop into that, I guess.
So, Iceman, you take a big seat, you slap your pony right
Big
down
ol'
into the
seat.
chair, like, yeah, this is where I belong. And right as you look up, I'm gonna need you to make an average piloting check to get it out of the station.
oh no.
Yeah, trust me, don't worry, just keep going, keep going.
Okay.
Make that check, come on.
Yeah. Wait, this is space spotting. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, that doesn't look like the right roll.
Yeah. There we go. And add a triumph to that.
What do you want the triumph to be?
The jet wash from the thrusters. I don't know. Anybody have any good ideas?
You could seal the doors, hit a fuel pod in the hangar bay as we're leaving to cause an
Yeah.
explosion.
Let's say the thrusters knock something over, or does
So
something,
the
and
thrusters detonate a couple of the extra packs that were meant for the E-Web, and these are surprisingly volatile and explode in an amazing fiery crescendo behind the ship. As you take off out of the mouth of the hangar, you notice that there is a very large ship that has come into view of the station. It is so you can make a warfare check if you'd like, Iceman. Waldron can do it as well, Slevard.
okay.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
Gonna be average, I would say. It's a pretty common ship. He doesn't know
I don't even look at it. I don't
so-
even look at it.
Here's Waldron's roll. Got the same exact.
It's a very large tube-like ship blocking you, and you at least have the gumption to know that it means business. Wait 1 second. Oh. Katia, it's a Carrack cruiser. It's more than
getting-
easily able to vaporize this ship.
As an FYI, I think I'm getting some sort of lag. That's why that thing rolled twice.
Oh, good. It happens. Don't worry about it. So, Iceman, right as you notice that, something begins to hyperspace into view.
What is it?
Trigger. Yeah.
That's fancy.
That's the old model again.
Leave us alone, Corey. So a massive Star Destroyer has quickly warped into view, and you instantly are receiving a hail.
On screen.
Billy is on the other end, and she says, it's clear that it's not directly meant for you. She's ordering everyone to stand down immediately.
Iceman understanding it's not directed at him, ignores
You know
that
that she
and just
quickly has turned off the communication to the Carrack and says, "I need you to dock with this Star Destroyer now."
I radio back, sorry, not really interested in getting dissected today.
I'm not here to dissect you. I just stole this damn thing to help you guys. Get in the damn ship.
Iceman
What?
is unconvinced.
All we had to do was get in the damn train, CJ.
It just shows you behind her how the bridge is mostly empty. There's like no one in there except a couple really heavily armed soldiers that don't look super in place, and they have the same handprint that they had on them before when you guys were originally killing Dictat Gallenby, or trying not to kill him. She says, "Listen, I understand. Maybe you don't believe me, but if you don't go now, like if you don't dock in this ship now, I can't help you."
I say, get on the damn ship.
I don't know, as much help as we've been getting from you lately, I don't even know if we want it.
A Star Destroyer, she slams the desk, is a lot of help. Now get in the ship.
Iceman, looks over his
Scarecrow.
shoulder at,
Iceman, we can't exactly outrun that, so our options are get on
That
the
is-
damn ship.
that is, not the correct way to talk to Iceman about what he can and can't do when at the piloting controls of the spaceship.
This is
Iceman,
That's
if we need to
fine.
get away, we can get away. If we can get an ISD to help us, I think we should do that. Just get on.
Iceman accepts that.
I believe you
I-
can get us out of that if we need to.
Scarlet shakes her head in exasperation.
So as you begin to go towards the hangar bay, you notice that the Star Destroyer is moving into a banking formation on the Carrack.
Deposit or withdrawal?
Corey, shut up and take a strain. Take a strain.
No, I'll take it. Fuck it, I'll take 3.
Oh my god, that was so good.
I accept
As you
your turn.
begin to move on the side of the Star Destroyer, you begin to see it fire heavily on the Carrack behind you, and just otherwise completely end the ship. You quickly dock aboard the new ISD, and as you enter, you notice that it's once again surprisingly empty. This thing appears to have been taken during the middle of a resupply.
Go down to a skeleton crew.
Mm-hmm.
Iceman, lands in the hangar. Or are we already in the hangar?
Yeah,
We
you're
in
in
the
the
hangar?
hangar. You don't
Okay.
need to make a check. She's basically making it super easy for you to do so.
As if it would be hard for Iceman.
Yeah, that's also why I'm not rolling, because I feel like this is auto succeed and demand
A free trial.
Yeah, no, just get away from me.
With co-pilot Waldron too, yeah, that's extra nonsense.
The Star Destroyer immediately makes the jump to light speed as you land. All right, so you are quickly greeted by a couple of blue marked stormtroopers who kind of wave at you while you're inside of the shuttle.
Hey, they're not trying to shoot at us. I like these stormtroopers. Look, I look back at the Jedi that we rescued, or whatever, Force sensitive. You're gonna see some
Okay, so
stormtroopers.
you look back, and she is sweating profusely, and she looks very concerned.
There's-
And she kind of like holds up her hand and says, "Are we sure this is a good idea?"
She's allegedly helped us sometimes. It's
I
a whole
look
thing.
at her and I
Oh
say,
wait, who's that?
not
come
the
from?
whole, not all Empire is evil.
That's not true. Don't listen to this one. So
I
Bubbles,
feel like Paul would say something like
Unironically
that.
defending the Empire. Okay.
meet what's your name? What's your name? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So she holds up her hand and says, "Names are for friends." Sorry.
All right, Bubbles meet Names Are for Friends. Names Are for Friends was killed by Silri while I was in the detention center. A
Wait.
little bit. She's fine now. I don't know if she was actually fully dead, but some weird stuff happened, and I think she's a Jedi. Are you a Jedi? She's Force sensitive. Either way, names are for friends. There's some stormtroopers here. They probably won't shoot us. They've helped us before. There's some stuff going on. Do you know Celery?
She gives you a big shrug and says, I've been in captivity for a couple months now. That's all I really know. But she's
How were you captured, or where were you captured?
A big squad, putting it lightly, captured me on Islam.
I was under imprisonment from the Empire as well, and I'll just kind of like roll up one of my sleeves to show the numerous scars on just one arm.
She shows you a stab in her neck, and she says, "This one's fresh."
Who did that to you?
This crazy Sith.
It was Celery.
I don't know what a Silly is, but
That
alright.
the one that did that to you. See, names are for friends. I know her name. We're not friends.
I would like to just leave the ship and head up to the bridge where Billy is.
She says, "Fair enough." By the way, sorry, I'm a little apprehensive, but my name is Kratska.
Kratska?
I'm Zilla.
So, you guys notice that Scarlet, sorry, a lot of names to remember, just walks by you guys, I'm assuming with an eye roll, right, Katia?
100%.
And just makes her way down the ramp.
Iceman goes up to Tomnall and asks if he still has his lightsaber, because Iceman, they took Iceman's.
I got nothing. I got, actually, we had multiple lightsabers stored in various places, but I think they're all gone. So,
I have my lightsabers.
well, good for you, Zilla. We don't. Rub it in.
Should have jumped off that building.
Okay. Alright.
Look, unless you guys want to go
Th-
back and
didn't-
get them.
Didn't Bubbles have an extra lightsaber?
Bubbles?
Did.
Okay, never
But
mind.
you don't anymore.
Does anyone have any weapons other than Zilla right now?
Zilla's the only creature here.
Zilla's what?
Oh, well, I guess technically Kratska as well.
Kraska, do you have any sort of weapons on you?
She kind of like sees a little piece of metal on the ground and moves it around a little with her hand and says, "Kind of."
Here, I toss her a force pike.
She picks it up, catches it with great acuity.
Alright, you guys want to go talk to Billy?
I like a weapon.
Maybe
I don't
Willie.
trust that one yet.
Maybe Willie can give us a weapon.
I got a spare blaster pistol. Or actually, yeah, I've got a spare blaster pistol from the one that I gave to Bubbles, and Bubbles gave back to me.
Iceman will
There are
go
also
take
a
it,
few
I guess.
heavy blaster rifles just in the shuttle.
Oh. Well, that's not really Iceman's style. He'll stick with the pistol.
Scarlet's just gonna go to the bridge. She knows how to get there.
Okay, so Scarlet first arrives on the bridge and is not really greeted, but she finds Billy and a few black armored stormtroopers. They're massive, a little bit different, trying their hardest to man such a massive ship.
Scarlet's gonna go up to Billy and say, "It's good to see you, old friend."
She turns around in a bit of a whirl and says, "Oh, I thought you were dead. This is great." She quickly runs into you and gives you a big hug. And right as she does so, the rest of the party, I'm assuming, is moving to join. Correct?
Mhm.
You trying to tell me
Yes.
an admiral is gonna hug somebody on the bridge there, Starship? Is that what you're telling me right now?
Haven't you
That's
seen
what you're
Star
telling
Wars?
me. Okay, all right.
I observed the scene with a look of slight awe but disgust.
Tomno looks ready to turn around and walk out.
She gives you a pat on the shoulder, Scarlet, and says, "Okay, at least you're all safe." She looks all of you up and down, and thankfully all here in one piece.
Iceman looks coldly at Billy.
Shut up! Shut up! I'm tired of these stupid looks with your sunglasses.
Chill out.
Tomno frigidly stares at the two of them.
Iceman is visibly unhappy.
So, I have managed to get what you were looking for, and I'm sorry I couldn't do it sooner.
Could you
Is that
get us an
ship?
explanation of what this this deal is?
Sure, this is the Achilles. It's the only ship I knew of that could actually get us into Dathomir.
I meant you two. How do you know Scarlet? All we know about Scarlet is, I'm Scarlet.
I turn to him and say, I am Scarlet.
Iceman reaches for his non-existent lightsaber and then is very disappointed to find it's not there.
Stares towards the cold metal floors.
I say, we've helped each other in the past. Billy
She
can
and I
elaborate.
were
That's all I
supposed to be
would
in the same. She and I were supposed to be in the same facility that you guys found me in, but I think she might have been transferred off of Heliod.
So, okay, how...
There's a research division within the Empire, as there are many, and hers and mine were close enough in relation, and the two of us kind of picked up on, because I'm sure you're aware that Nerith was not a good person, and
No.
we kind of betrayed the Empire.
Yeah, I gotta hand it to him.
Kind of picking up
hate you.
on Billy's tone here. Kind of just squint and point between the two of Scarlet and Billy. I'm like, so are you two thing?
Billy just, what? Did you answer for
Billy has a bit of a purple blush on her face.
Sure, I'll go with it. That wasn't even in what I was thinking, but fuck it.
How unhelpful Billy has been is now making so much more sense.
I'm surprised she didn't say I am Billy when we first met her.
Yeah, this doesn't raise my opinion of Scarlet and make me trust her more. It makes me trust Billy less. They know each other.
Yeah, Scarlet's not exactly the most tactful or easiest person to talk to, but she's pretty nice.
She shot one of us when we met her and saved her.
Yeah, do we know the same person?
I say for the last time, do you know what the fuck a stun setting is? Holy shit.
Iceman puts his
all
blaster
fans
on stun
understand
and
this.
shoots Scarlet.
It's a range light check. By the way, as you reach for your weapon, you notice that the soldiers on the bridge kind of turn around in a huff and pull out their rifles.
That's fine.
I'd say it's still fair. He gets the shot off.
No, he does.
Well,
but
what's
that's
the
what it's.
what's the
so
difficulty?
He's right
Coverage.
fucking next to you. It's a pistol, right?
Yeah.
It's a pistol, so it would be easy. Correct, Lord?
If you're in close range, not engaged, then it's 1. If you're in engaged, it's 2.
Oh, it's not engaged.
Yeah.
Because she got her first. That's my reasoning
Yeah.
for it.
No way you don't do this.
And
What?
you miss.
Billy looks completely unimpressed with your marksmanship.
Play it off coolly.
Iceman looks at
what?
the blaster
That's 5
and
damages.
says, I guess I'm a little
All cool
Swear I
off,
had
she
something
said
for this.
with a smirk.
The 5 advantages is that everyone believes it was a warning shot.
yeah, I'll do that.
Can Scarlet roll to resist that? Know that it wasn't a warning shot?
stand there unimpressed, like you weren't even phased by it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Actually, I feel like I have to roll cool for that.
Sure. It's gonna be hard because you just got shot at.
Should have used Touch of Fate.
Does it? Oh!
Ah,
You kind of like crack a little and flinch at the shot.
yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Billy holds up her hand and says, "Can we stop this?"
What? It was just a stun setting. I thought that's nothing, right?
It's just not being productive in the slightest.
Fine.
Yeah, I agree. Shooting other people, trying to help you, not productive. Glad we can finally reach that conclusion here.
Does Pad
Can
want to
this
go
be
to
some-
Dathomir, or does Sleverd want to go to
Even
Dathomir?
if you had hit me, I wouldn't be dead because it was a stun shot.
Hey, Iceman, did you know that the only two things you can be in life
Walden
are
immediately
good
interrupts
things
you
or
and says,
dead?
all right. Could you guys just let us off at the next stop so we can go get our ship?"
Your ship? Who said that? Was that Waldron you said?
She said our.
Walden said, "All right."
Isn't your ship
Oh.
floating in the water right now?
No, my, I don't know if helpful is the right word. My compatriot Vuz will definitely be able to fix it.
Oh, by the way, Billy, this is the people that the ship you tried to send us off in.
I was
That's
waiting
theirs.
on that.
Yeah, so Waldron, if you have a problem with the state of your ship currently, thank Billy here.
She puts her hands down at her side and says, "I accept responsibility for this."
What does that entail? What does accepting responsibility entail here?
Remuneration.
What was that, Pat?
Money.
Well, there's a lot of on this ship that I'm not going to need after we use it for something.
Buzz. And I look over to Buzz.
Yeah?
We're gonna go part hunting.
Okay, it's a big ship, but I think there's stuff we can use here.
Oh yeah.
Iceman asks if she doesn't happen to have a couple extra lightsabers lying around, since we seem to have lost those too, thanks to
That look like a joke to you?
a little kerfuffle.
We're going into the most dangerous mission we've ever done, and we've lost all of our weapons because you sent us to go get someone else's ship from an Imperial-occupied facility. Yeah, I'd say you owe us a little bit more help than that.
She looks around her, just kind of looking at the Imperial Star Destroyer. Yeah, you're right. Millions of taxpayers' dollars being dedicated to the sole purpose of helping you. You're right. I deserve to help you more. She gives you a massive eye roll.
If you hadn't
I
fucking
fear
sent us
that
here,
eye
we'd be
roll.
well armed. What is this
Have
ship going to
we
do against
stopped?
3 people on the ground?
Let's just go get the ship.
No. It's not that easy. All right. Why can't you
She
just be
shakes her
upfront
head.
with us?
Don't worry. We don't need their ship, although I
Why?
understand
Explain to us
if you will give me a
anything,
moment.
since everything so far has been trust me, and then everything after that has been things going horribly wrong. So I'm not going to accept this time. Trust me, that's not going to work.
Currently, we're on the hyperspace route leading directly to Dathomir.
Oh, great.
And then
Ship has the means to go through all the Imperial checkpoints along the route. And I know all about your mission because, let's just say Tybrizon isn't the most competent man.
We've noticed. Something you guys have in common.
You have noticed, I'm sure. But she then gives an order, and a couple of the stormtroopers move to secure Pad and Artaz, and she says, they don't really like you anymore.
did they ever?
Wait, the
She-
Zan Consortium doesn't like those two? Who doesn't like who? I'm very unclear on the pronouns being used here.
Well, they melted down your ship.
Who's they?
Zan melted down the cool runnings.
Okay.
Pad.
What about
We're gonna
what
have
about the
issues.
cool customer?
She gives you a shrug. I imagine he might have it. It's enough of a fighter that they would have kept it. You know, they're opportunistic.
All right, at this point, so Zilla, just so you're aware, Silri seems to really want you for some reason. She was trying to, like, pay me off or whatever to turn you and Iceman into her. So,
Wait. What about Pit Little?
Rest in peace.
Iceman,
He's a dead man.
Iceman momentarily, there's a crack in his facial expression where you can tell that he's
not
very
cool as
unhappy.
he
He's not cool for a moment.
For the 1 second in the campaign, he's not cool.
The mustache twitches.
he shifts from Top Gun 1 Val Kilmer to Top Gun 2 Val Kilmer for a brief moment.
She says,
So-
is there anything else I can help you to understand this? At this point, like, I am no longer anything to the Empire, so anything you need to know, I can tell you.
Well, we shouldn't go to Dathomir anymore.
She gives you a bit of a crack and says, I had thought you might say that.
Well, yeah, Zan Consortium hates us. We're going there to do a job for them. Zilla's being hunted. Zilla, you should not go there. I don't want to go there because Silri's going to find me again. Same with you, Iceman.
Have you guys been paying attention? Clearly, this job is something of greater importance than just us trying to get a payday.
Is it though?
No, you weren't there when we got the job.
Wasn't she?
No.
No.
I can tell from the context clues of this conversation.
I'll allow that.
I don't know what the job
They're
is.
judging
but
the amount of
can tell that
perspiration.
if it's something important enough for Billy to go rogue from the Empire, then it's something that's more important than a bunch of mercenaries getting a fucking payday.
But why should we care?
Billy was imprisoned by the Empire before any of this. That probably is why she's going rogue.
She moves forward and says, listen, you're right. I can stop this ship and I can leave you guys and we don't have to do this. You're right. But I do believe it's in your best interest to do so because I think you're the only people that can do something about this. Currently, the Empire is dealing with the rebellion and the Empire is not competent.
No one is.
Do you think we're some group of heroes or something?
No, I think you're a ragtag group of adventurers who have little to no moral compass, but I'm pleading with you to at least hear me out.
We would go if we had equipment.
All right. That's fair. This ship should be able to outfit those of you that don't use lightsabers.
Half of us
Which
use
is now
lightsabers.
everyone but me.
What would you propose, Tom Knoll?
Honestly, I'm fine with getting let out here.
Yeah. Give us the shuttle. I have no interest in getting captured by Silri because I can't fight because I lost my lightsaber because you sent us on a fucking wild goose chase for these people's ship.
She did just help us out a lot with getting out of that station, so I think
She's
least
the
we can-
reason we're in that station in
Okay,
the first place.
Corey, didn't Silri give you your lightsaber back?
I'm pretty sure she did. Unless we want to go and check.
Is someone going to
Is there
search me for
something
it?
You'd like to tell us?
Is someone going to search me for it?
Oh, okay. Okay, just so we're clear.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Billy says, listen, can I at least let everyone calm down for a day at the very least, and then at least hear what I have to say? If you don't want to help after that, that's fine.
I
wanna
will
hear it
listen
right
to
now.
you.
I have a question.
She motions towards you to continue.
Can I shoot the guns?
I think we found Bubbles' reason to stay.
He's got to do some calibrations.
Oh my god, he's Garrus. She says, well, sure, we don't actually have that many people to operate this Star Destroyer, so absolutely.
Okay, I'm staying. You guys do what you want.
These are the biggest guns that Bubbles has ever shot.
I'm gonna need a reason to stay now, because otherwise I got a droid to go save.
We can always make another pit little.
Iceman casts a
Won't be
very
the
sharp
same.
look at the
She says
imprisoned. Come on, Cal.
Firmly. Who does your allegiance stand with?
Now with the Zan, my goodness.
What the fuck?
Allegiance.
They're a bunch of incompetent nincompoops. I don't get paid. All these jobs are incredibly life-threatening.
Bubbles, do you want to go? Pad, do you want to go?
I don't even have a management position there. I'm doing tasks like...
We're basically Pad's best friends, okay?
She says, I have reason to believe that this, she shrugs, Silri is going to detonate something on Dathomir. And I need to stop it.
Okay, let's not
Do you-
be there then.
Do you have an idea of what she's trying to detonate? Because, I mean, there's not many people left on Dathomir, I think. What could she be doing over there?
Tom Knoll specifically should be concerned about this. If he wants... All right, listen. The reason that Nerith was even on Heliod in the first place was because he was trying to get at whatever the old empire left behind. And he had reason to believe that the reason they couldn't get to it was purely due to the Force. Cue into Scarlet over here. She points to Scarlet. Scarlet was developing something to try and disable it. And it was ready. Scarlet left us, and I followed her in suit. So the Empire went with the next best idea, which was to detonate an entire planet.
Imperial scum.
Look, if Bubbles wants to go and Pad wants to go, I guess I will go.
Listen, I don't want you to go unless you want to. What do I need to do with whatever resources I have to convince you to come along?
Make
I'm
Bubbles
going.
as heavily armed as possible.
Iceman runs his hands over the bridge of the ship and kind of pats it a little and goes, I can think of one thing.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah! Yeah! She quickly catches on to what you're suggesting, and she says, I have no reason to keep this ship once it's been used for its purpose. You can have it.
Iceman accepts.
She says, so I have reason to believe that Zahn and his stupid ship was going to be there when we arrive. And I highly encourage you to check the ship for anything that you might need to use to help us win that fight.
And at this point, I will flip this last destiny point. And with this destiny point, I pull out my data pad and show Iceman that I stored Pit Little's brain is on my data pad, and I go back to him and say, "We can rebuild it."
Iceman places his hand on his shoulder and for the first time in the entire campaign genuinely looks another in the eye and says thank you.
Does a tear roll down your face of relief?
No. He's too cool for that.
Too cool for that.
Maybe his voice cracks just a little.
And there's like a little bit of a wobble.
He had to choke back a little something.
Hairball.
You want to clear your throat, Iceman?
I'm fine.
Choke back some of that eye sweat.
We've got a
You
Jedi
gotta
back
choke
on the
back
shuttle.
the emotion.
We've got someone back on the shuttle who may need some medical attention as well. That'd be...
Iceman suddenly
the Jedi.
remembers he has a hole in his fucking torso and asks if he can get a little help there.
Attention.
I walk up to Iceman and force heal. So spend force points to heal a number of wounds equal to intellect from a living creature.
I just need the crit removed because I'm not like.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah, I
Can't
only
do
have 2
anything with
wounds. My wounds aren't an issue. I just need that crit gone.
Whoever needs to be medicine, I rolled for it.
Okay, hold on. Okay. 1 second. I'm making sure you have the rule correctly. Okay, so that is 4 success and a triumph to heal Iceman. And
The crit
the
specifically.
crit's gone. Yeah. That's why I added another difficulty to the
Crit's
roll.
gone.
Oh, someone did it already?
Yep.
Okay.
And should I do the same roll for the Jedi on the ship?
She's in pretty tip-top shape. Draining the life of a stormtrooper seemed to help pretty well. Kratska points out that she has no real reason to stay on the ship and would like to be let off.
Who is?
Kratska, the other Jedi.
I want to go talk to her. Kratska, I think you could be a valuable person to have with us on this mission we're going to on Dathomir. There is a group, or I guess some people from the Empire, who are trying to detonate the planet, which, while of course Dathomir is not as populated as other planets, it would still bring about thousands of deaths. And they're trying to break into something that would probably be devastating to the galaxy. Could you help us?
She looks to Tom Knoll and Iceman and says, "They don't have it. They do."
Have
What?
what now?
What do you mean?
Do what now?
She kind of gives a bit of a shrug and says, "As cool as you are, Iceman, none of those force powers are yours.
Force powers? What force powers?
Do not try to fool me, young man."
Iceman generally doesn't know what they're talking about because, as far as they're concerned, their ability to just go Super Saiyan is just because they're that damn cool.
He doesn't know that. He's like, no one else has these powers? All right. She looks at Tom and says, "You want to share with them what happened in that room?"
Silri, as I told all of you, offered me. She said something weird about my power and your power, Iceman, not being ours, but I've always been able to do this. I don't know what she's talking about there, but she just said that she wanted me to betray both of you. And yeah, what else do you want me to tell them? What else is there to tell?
I don't think bringing these two to the planet is smart in the first place.
I did say that like 3 minutes ago, which I think you both remember. Were you both here?
Respectfully, I was not asked for my input during that situation.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying that you're asking me to share something and trying to drop this as if it's some knowledge bomb or something. But again, we were all on the same. Sorry, Bubbles, you heard bomb?
No, I'm confused. Are they blowing up Dathomir to get something that...
So the way it was explained, and I think Frog Buddy might have misinterpreted it, was Heliod got popped. Like, everyone knows that because they've been here, except for Frog Buddy and Katia. At the beginning of the campaign, Heliod got cracked open. And the way Billy explained it was because they couldn't use the bomb that Scarlet and Billy had a hand in. So Billy steps forward and says, if you need any more explanation, I can provide it.
Right. So what are they doing on Dathomir that has anything to do with these two?
So Billy doesn't actually have an answer to that. Kratska steps up and says, if she wants him, she points to Tomnall, I don't think we should... There's some type of other work at play here, and bringing someone who is very clearly a massive battery and a conduit for the Force to her might not be the best idea.
Yeah, so this gets back to my original plan, Billy, of none of us going, and then they can't do anything.
Scarlet has a suspicion, but I don't know if Scarlet can voice it.
Voice it, what the fuck?
Speaking into
I
the
don't.
third person?
My issue is I don't remember if some of this information was information Scarlet shouldn't know.
You go ahead and reveal it.
I'm thinking that it is an attempt to. So I'm thinking that they are possessed by an old Sith Lord. They are attempting to bring that Sith Lord back in some way, shape, or form. In order to do so, they need Tomnall and Iceman, as they have pieces of the Sith Lord in them, in order to make this happen. Something to do with Dathomir, sacrifice, something along those lines is required to have this ritual happen.
How would a Claudite and wait a minute? Isn't Iceman? Iceman's human, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So then, how would a Claudite and a human from completely separate backgrounds have pieces of a dead Sith Lord imbued within themselves?
Well, we had that
Because of
thing
what-
on Heliod, but
Because of whatever happened on Heliod.
She
Okay.
Kratska voices out and says, so particularly I will mention, because I don't believe Tomnall was 100% honest,
excuse you?
specifically, Tomnall has the Sith ghost in him, and she points to Iceman. This one has a Jedi's ghost powering him.
I never. I was using force powers before Heliod. This is nonsense. I did not get. I did
Not
not
to say
get
that
possessed.
you-
I did not.
But perhaps the ghost itself is powering your ability to be even stronger at it than you should be. Jedi typically
well-
don't train themselves.
Oh, hold on. This is the same guy who still thinks that we were in a Jedi temple when it was most clearly not, saying that he's had powers all this time. So
Well, I did
Iceman
have
looks at
powers.
Zillow like she's speaking some real good truth.
Iceman,
He
you
just
were
tries to-
there when we were in the prison. I know no one else was still alive from there, but Iceman. Oh, Bubbles, you're alive still. Bubbles, you've seen me use the
I
force
think I am.
powers. Bubbles,
Can everybody else see me?
Bubbles, we've been
Yeah.
we were running the
I'll
streets together for a bit. You saw me using the force powers I had before we went to the prison.
Yeah, I hear it.
Before
comes.
Heliod.
Oh no.
What?
I saw you doing weird stuff, but I don't know what that means.
I did it. That's how we got out of the station. You were all there, or you were both there.
We got out of the station
All right,
because I cut the
so
hands
we,
off
uh,
some dude.
Tombo's getting gaslit right now.
let's just put this matter to bed. So Tomnall's got a Force Ghost, Iceman's got a Force Ghost, and because they have Force Ghosts, we shouldn't go to Dathomir, because then we would be feeding into Sillery's plans.
But we still have to go to Dathomir to stop Sillery's plans that depend on Tomnall and Iceman?
I think it's pretty simple here. We just get rid of the Force Ghosts.
What, Pad?
That was much more cut and dry for you than usual, Pad.
So Billy steps forward and says, "So the bomb. I don't know exactly why. I don't think Silvery has anything to do with it. I think it more likely has to do with the Empire. Whatever Silvery is doing is independent of the need for us to go there. However, I do believe she has some type of hand in it, and I will admit the information I'm providing isn't very great." She gives a big shrug.
I'm perfectly happy to not go. I mean, I'm still going. Right?
This little rat just appears out of nowhere.
I thought they were in the room.
No, that's fine. He came back. That's fine.
Iceman
Well, I'll help you,
says
Billy.
that Imperial Star Destroyer. Wait, is this what classification destroyer is this? What are we working with here?
It's standard Mark II.
I think that's I'm willing to do it for that. Iceman is sold.
Tomnal, if you don't want to come, I will drop you off at the nearest planet.
Should I come if they're trying to turn me into a bomb?
I don't.
They're not trying to turn you into a bomb. They're trying to extract the Sith Lord from you.
Oh, that's better. That sounds fun. Look, there's no Sith. I'm going. There's no Sith Lord in me. You guys are fucking insane.
I'm searching the HoloNet how to extract Sith Lord.
If there's no Sith Lord in you, Tomnal, then you should be fine to go and help.
Yeah, I'm going. Because you guys,
Okay,
these are
great.
my powers.
Kratska, will you please come with us? Tomnal especially has been looking for a Jedi Master.
Only because he saved me, though I would have appreciated some type of whatever. I was dead.
Can Vraska help Zilla?
This isn't Magic the Gathering.
With from my understanding, Zilla had some stuff going on that she might be able to get helped on, right? With her like history and
I mean,
stuff.
technically, all 3 Force users could be trained by the actual only Jedi right here.
I want to go talk to Billy.
She's right here. Good talk.
Still the same room.
Without he's present.
Wait, Zilla,
Hmm.
you have memory issues, right?
Yes.
You don't have to sound so excited about them. It occurs to me that I've learned how to heal with the Force. Do you think that could help in your...
I don't know.
Should we try that? I feel like we should try that.
What are you trying?
I want to try to use Force Heal to see if I can restore any of Zilla's memory.
Iceman begins looking up the prices of purchasing bulk ice blue paint on the HoloNet.
How much ice blue paint? It's a 1.6 kilometer ship.
That's why he said bulk.
All right, so I'm trying to figure out how to resolve what Tom just said. Kreska points out that it would be possible for the Force to bring back some of her memory, but it would be it wouldn't be as simple as snapping your hands.
Yeah, I need the Infinity Stones for that one.
Take a strain.
Tom will... Oh, no, I don't pass out. Almost.
No, I took that last one for you.
Right.
Otherwise, you'd be done.
Just imagine the whole time Tomnal's been on his adventure, he's just sweating uncontrollably.
Veins just popping out everywhere.
If he had hair, he'd be losing it because of how stressed he is.
I feel like it should be treated as a crit, and I don't have the critical heal. So I don't think I should be able to do this.
You could treat it like a project, like you're working on it multiple days and you have to get multiple successful rolls in a row or something like that.
Toml doesn't have the follow-through for that.
So Billy points out that we might have a little bit of time before they complete whatever it is they're going to do. So if there's some type of preparation that we need in the first place, that's fine. But I need to know if you're with me, and if not, I will drop you off. I don't want to force you to do anything you don't want to.
I'm going because I am not possessed by a force ghost.
Let's go rolls her eyes.
Doubt. Answer me.
Okay, so I think I'll end the session here, guys, because I think this is a good stopping point, personally.
We're actually going to be on Dathomir next time?
If you guys want to, if you guys want to do some time to prepare to try and find your lightsabers, which would be harder, it would take time.
We could do that. There's also the blockade we have to get around, so.
We might get to Dathomir next session.
I think we're getting to Dathomir next session. We got the Star Destroyer with Zilla's codes, or not Zilla's codes, with Billy's codes.
Yeah, but that's assuming Billy doesn't get blacklisted by the Empire. Like, we've been throwing her name around a lot. I don't know how much longer, like, her name's going to be worth
Don't
anything.
And the ISD is already stolen, so...
Yeah.
You got a pilot.
It'll be fine.
He acknowledges very quickly that, like, they probably wouldn't let us pass, but they won't be in the position to resist.
They sure won't.
She gets to a couple stations and says the barbette cannons will do wonders for making sure they don't get to resist.
Tomnall thinks that we need to go as fast as possible and is strongly opposed to any attempts to find Zilla and Iceman's lightsabers.
Zilla has her lightsaber.
Zilla has her lightsaber.
That is news to Tomnall.
Clary, I have 2 lightsabers.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, looks like Iceman might have a
Both of them.
lightsaber.
Just
as
give
well.
one to Iceman. Problem solved.
Nope.
No.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm going to, I guess, next session or whatever, I'm going to want to talk to Billy.
Sure. That's fine. Give me some questionnaires like mid-session, but yeah, I think we can call it here, Corey.
Okay.
Clever, by the way, thank you for the help on the planet.
So we'll just quickly do, yes, good work to Sleverd, who has put a giant ball in the sky. Big pretty
That's what
ball.
I'm here for.
I'm thinking of putting Pit Little's brain in the ISD itself.
All right. We got
Why?
Iceman. Are you max morality still?
I'm at 99. So
Okay. Well, you're going up to 100 again, no matter what this roll is. Zilla, you go up 4. Tomnall.
What?
I told you,
That's
man,
a
the reality system's rough.
Tomnall goes up 4 as well, despite his only actions being using the dark side.
I dislike the system.
Yeah,
You
it's,
do animation again, Caleb.
Sure.
Tomnall just becomes a better and better person the more dumb shit he does.
I like it.
The more just not murdering he does.
I did murder someone and I went up.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, so experience?
Honestly, I'm really impressed that it didn't result in Zilla brutally murdering a bunch of Imperials. Probably 25 experience.
25?
25?
Okay. That sounds pretty good to get us into the final arc
Oh
of
my
the
god.
campaign.
Let's
All
get
right.
in a space battle next session.
Oh yeah.
How about let's go back to Mustafar?
Hey,
Mm,
Slevin, I need to talk to you. Quick.
you need to talk to me.
Yes, I need to message you.
Does this involve more work?
Yes, it does. Ah!
All right. Does anyone have a problem with next Wednesday?
Or
It depends on what Kayla asked me to do.
yeah, that's fair.
So we'll tentatively schedule for next Wednesday once again. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Thanks for watching, everyone else. And have a good night.
Bye, guys.